They painted themselves into the most loony position where they can't define what a woman is.
This Enes Kanter stunt is way more controversial than y'all realize. Because nobody's mentioning that this guy had to go through multiple levels of security to sit courtside at a WNBA game. Because Enes Kanter is 6'10" and extremely recognizable after all the controversy he's caused. And it wasn't until the third quarter when the players lashed out at him that he was escorted out of the building. And you would think, well, this is an Indiana Fever game. They probably did this on purpose and they're just trying to stir the pot.
Sophie Cunningham shot a three, and I put my hands up to celebrate, right? Literally a couple position later, Natasha came back and started screaming and yelling and said, she's not going to sleep with you. I just got up, and then I was like, I'm just here to protect women, and that's all, right? And then she started to yell. She started to use some very heavy language. She started to actually cuss. And I was very shocked that there were a lot of kids and there were a lot of teenagers was at that game. And I just cannot believe that she was just cussing and using those F-bombs in front of all these kids. Security guy, came, and then I was like, listen, you need to leave. I was like, can you please tell me why do I need to leave? They said, look, you just need to leave. And they literally, I don't want to say they dragged me, but like they pretty much like pushed me to leave the gym.
Yeah. Woo. That dude who wants to qualify for the WNBA, what's his name?
Kanter.
Yeah, he just did trigonometry.
Oh, jeez.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Rounds.
Hilarious.
He's getting into podcasting.
Yeah, of course. Smart move. Look, it's a great move for him. They've
Yes, the WNBA has completely lost the plot. Nobody is talking about the basketball anymore. If things like this do not happen, you will not see anybody talking about it. This guy has been amazing throughout. I see a lot of people saying, if this is happening to the WNBA, it means half of these people are already trans. At some point, I don't want to join this argument. There is something more concerning I saw on social media, which I'm going to show you what exactly is going on. He was kicked out for simply wearing a t-shirt that is written, and a lot of people are putting out videos getting angry, like, why would he do this? I don't know. Some says he hates women. I don't understand. If somebody is doing this to the interest of telling the world, oh, trans are not biological women, what is the problem? I don't understand. Can somebody make me understand this better?
I believe, that the parents need to stand up for their children. Because, if I was a parent, I wouldn't want my kid to be in the same locker room, same showers, or same bathroom with a biological, male. So, and I will, if my ever daughter came out and says, hey, I have a man or I have a biological male taking a shower in the same locker room as us, I will just go crazy. So I feel like this shouldn't even be like a right or left issue. This should be like a common sense. But I think America, we need more players more people like Sophie Cunningham to come out and stand for what they believe.
Issue with what's going on in the WNBA right now, with Caucasian males deciding to take their raggedy asses up to them games and throw toys on the floor in the middle of the girls' games and thinking that shit is cute, hee hee ha ha, it's so funny, it's such a great prank. It's really not. I was really surprised the amount of black men I did see in the comments that were saying, hey, y'all are saying that this is men doing this, but it's not us. We know it's not y'all. But here's my thing, because I was watching Natasha Cloud's press conference where she was saying, like, at the end of the day, it's really corny. Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. Like, y'all are showing up here and really, you antagonizing these women. First of all, majority of the NBA is black women. You are antagonizing these black women who look like us, And they not all black. And then you antagonizing them because they're lesbians. Like, this is like not cool. These are our athletes, our high-level athletes that are being taunted by these raggedy ass men that are showing up to these games and doing that. It's not funny, it's not cute. And the black men in the crowd that paid their money to come here and see this, and they sitting there antagonizing your sisters because you might not know them, but in the end, then we all family. Check their ass. If they sitting next to you and you see their ass, this could be your daughter playing on a high level, and somebody's coming there and antagonizing them while they trying to do their job. Because at the end of the day, this is a job. I think it's lame. I think it's corny. I think it's sexist. I think it's weird. I think it's bullying. Y'all don't go to the men's basketball games and do that, but y'all come to the women's. And it was like at once upon a time, the men were making fun. Nobody wants to go to a WNBA game.
Immediately, you start driving toward race-related topic. That is where I'm off. Yeah. You can still pass your point without trying to call out skin color, things like that. Already, I'm not interested in listening to her because of that. There is one thing these people don't understand. What this man is doing is not for his interest. It is for the interest of women. But she seems not to understand that. If someone is saying, oh, we should not allow this particular group of people to compete in women's sport, that's okay, right? I don't see any problem with that. He is consistent with what he's doing. I understand it might not look good to some people because of maybe their orientation or things like that. I don't want to go there. But let's reason, like, why would this guy get up to do this? Sometimes I don't want to just draw conclusions. This is the third video I'm doing on this topic, and everyone I see putting out ridiculous videos about this guy. For what reason exactly?
This thing that he's doing where he's pretending that he's a woman is very smart. Like, in this day and age, we almost need someone that's a public figure to do something like that to show everyone how ridiculous it is. That some psych can just pretend that they're a woman and knock women over on the court.
I gotta take this out.
Yes, I said on one of my videos, I'm not an expert. I don't even understand anything concerning basketball. But what I'm concerned is just the fact that these people are still bringing up this topic of what is a woman. I believe we left that area. We are still coming back to it. It is embarrassing to see how these people are behaving. I watched an interview recently where this lady said this lady heading them should resign immediately. It is concerning. If you say, oh, trans women should be able to compete, then any person can get up and do that.
Let me out of this timeline. This is a man who hates women and himself. Look at the joy in his face. Women, where is the Protect Women crowd? They're actually supporting this man. It seems like so long ago that the WNBA introduced their no space for hate, but
thank you guys for always believing in me. Please hit the video and if possible share out. God bless you abundantly. Some of the short clips at the end. That's what you can always skip
on this poll. But listen, democracies are fragile.
You're willing to change your opinions.
Democratic Party, they're running many of them anyway.
Minority rules. On to Freedom of Information Act.
It's very obvious. It's very transparent.
Whatever it is.
But the sun and the moon were not the same thing.
Wants to know the strangest part of going.
Yeah.
That's
so.
Wow. Dust Blossom turned into this fabulous actress.
Sunny from The View. I am so sick of you and Whoopi.
Don't do it. Yeah. We will be okay if you.
Diversity for diversity's sake being crammed down our throats.
The Hunger Games.
Loves to work. It's, you know, I had a group of guys, you know.
Is cool.
And of that, you.
All eyes on California
people.
And so this is my.
Antinous. Odysseus.
Telemachus. This clip of Elliot Page.
Thank you guys for always being there. I'm called Ransom. That is my name.